away with mediocrity, as I've mentioned partially with my previous interview. Now, we have to have a healthy competition because it brings out the best in us. We're always on our feet. Best foot forward, so to speak. And yes, I think that having CMCN units competing with each other, healthy competition that is, would bring about a lot of good stuff. A lot of good um, talents and skills that could compete with the best of what the world could offer. And for our country to be so blessed with so much talents, we are actually overflowing with talents and creative geniuses. That's why at times we kind of neglect those things. Now, with CMCN, we will recognize all of these things. Instead of being critical, we will be nurturing to each and everyone, to each and every CMCN unit, having to have a constructive criticism and for the improvement of each and everyone. And I think everything would work out well because everyone's just really happy to be part of the community without them being pressured to be part of the community. So I strongly think that a happy and a healthy competition is the way to go for a for to do away with mediocrity. That is. Well, the end goal for CMCN, as I conceptualize it, is pretty much like having a United Nations or NATO, but in the private sector. So yes, at least in this in that particular scenario, the government doesn't have any say because these are all self-sufficient units, CMCN units, and not that we're against the government. We are pro-constitution, and not just saying that, but because we want to always see the brighter side of the government instead of seeing all the negative things from them. So this is more of the positive PR, if there's such a thing. So yeah, I think that the government would actually appreciate us more because established institutions from the government, well, they pretty much have a hard time connecting with the people. But with CMCN, utilizing the current programs of any administration, and perhaps if the government is inadequate with the funding, then CMCN would come in with its own funding, and at least in a way, it's benefiting the government and benefiting the people who really needs help, especially our oppressed people or people who lack information. If there's one thing I've learned in this world, it the people who has the information, you guys actually have the responsibility to share that information to the ones who doesn't have that information. Information, not just information like rights and stuff like that, but information that could, help or aid people making their lives much sustainable in making themselves much self-sufficient without having to beg for money or having to steal money. And it's just pretty much just giving opportunity to our people. That's what we all need, not money. We don't, not that I'm saying we don't need money, but we do need opportunity, because once you give out money, it's like you're insulting the very morale of the person, and you're just not being sensitive to their self-esteem. And I think if you want to help somebody, you give them opportunity, and that's all what CMCN is about.
straight, look